Find out more about our free training today by clicking the link below.
You're listening to the Traffic and Funnels Show.
What's going on, folks? This is Alan, producer of the TNF Show. Today's episode with Chris and Taylor comes from a Q&A session where they discuss tips on maintaining energy and how to become more consistent. Join our podcast subscriber community by visiting trafficandfunnels.com/subscribe to get a free gift from us and also to get access to special deals on our next level paid products. All right, let's get to the show.
Has anybody heard me talk about balance before? Okay, my idea of balance is 100% in whatever I'm doing. So you guys have probably heard these ideas of like balance is spending equal amounts of time and different things, but it's not possible. In fact, you'll fatigue out faster that way than you do being all in. So when I'm at work, I try to be 100%. That's my idea of balance. But when I'm at home, I try to be 100% at home. And when I'm like at the gym, if y'all ever worked out with me, you know I'm 100% at the gym. Anywhere I'm at, I'm trying to, and this is a process, but I'm trying to be 100%. I'm trying not to be at work while I'm at home or at home while I'm at work. That will help tremendously with your energy, because a lot of times when people lose energy, it's not necessarily true fatigue, it's central nervous system confusion. That's actually most of the fatigue issues. So you're at work, then you have to text somebody at home to do something, then you context switch over here, and then you context switch. And then when you get to the end of the day and you feel exhausted but you haven't done anything, anybody felt that way? That's exhausting. Have you gotten to the end of the day and you're tired but you're like, dude, I crushed it today? It's not that exhausting, it's more motivating and fulfilling, right? So I think for me, what I'm trying to do is make sure that I'm protecting my focus. And if I can protect my focus, usually I get to the end of the day and I feel really fulfilled rather than feeling exhausted and out of balance. Anybody heard of lag days? Raise your hand if you're doing a lag day. All right, so a lag day is when you choose to do something that's different than what you normally do so that you can. So the story of how this happened is my daughter was born in 13 minutes. The labor was 13 minutes long. Yeah, we got to the hospital at 3:30. I texted Chris and I was like, I think we just had our baby. And he was like, you gotta be kidding me. She was 5 weeks early and we got to the hospital and Lindsay, my wife, is like, I think I'm in labor. And they're like, you're not in labor because you're not screaming. So go to the side room. And so we go to the side room and like 10 nurses rush in. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm freaking out. I'm not supposed to be a dad yet, all of this stuff. But I started like, once she was born and everything slowed down, there's this thing that you do called inducing labor. You guys know what that means, right? All right, it's biology 101. If something can go wrong, they want to control it. So they will actually speed it up so they can control that. And I was like, I've burned out a million times in my life. I'm always crashing and burning at some point. It's like I'm going through a rut somewhere. I wonder if I can induce this. Like, I wonder if I could induce my rut. Because I'm going to hit it anyways. We know me. I'm going to go down. I wonder if I can induce it and thus control it. And so I tried a lag day, and lo and behold, you can induce your ruts. And this is what lag day is for. Every Wednesday morning for me, it can be whatever day, I'm going to wake up. And you know when you're kind of in a rut because you're supposed to be working, but you're on Facebook or you're on Twitter? Yeah. So every morning on Wednesday, I wake up and I literally do whatever I feel like doing. Sometimes I just waste all my time on Facebook, or I'll like go through Twitter and get really depressed and worked up. Or I'll look at cars or houses or all those things you're not supposed to do, but you do when you're burned out. So every Wednesday, it sounds so crazy. I know you're laughing at me. But now our sales guys do it, and it's like consistent forever. So those lag days, you do them. After a lag day, I'm like, there are veins all over my arms. I'm just like so full of energy. I'll text them and I'll be like, I'm going to crush this day, because
The amount of pictures I get with Taylor's arms is mind-boggling.
So if you're not doing a lag day, what that means is not that what that means is that you can't actually control your down moments, so they're going to control you. And then you're going to hit them, and next time you hit a down moment, you're going to be like, I should have induced this. Taylor's baby was born in 13 minutes. He told us everything. Now I'm going to do it. See how those two connect? Just want to give you the backstory.
Hey folks, we'll get back to the show in just a moment. We wanted to give you a quick opportunity to learn about some fabulous ways to get additional value from the TNF show. Hang tight, we'll be right back.
Guys, what's up? My name is Taylor Walsh, and we specialize in helping experts, client-based businesses grow their revenue with predictability and control and systems and all of the unsexy stuff that nobody else really wants to talk about. But I will tell you this, in the past 4 years, we've had several thousand clients. Last month, in a 31-day period, our clients reported over $3.5 million in revenue that we helped them produce. So we have several hundred active clients at the moment. And what we've done is we've sat down and we have a team of advisors that help consult with our clients, and they're our inner circle, and we've made a bit of their time available to you. And the purpose of this call is to really brainstorm with you. What are your goals? Where do you want to get to? Where do you see yourself in your perfect future? What do you want to accomplish? How many clients do you want to have? What's your revenue look like? What are all the big goals that you might not even know are possible? And we'll spend 45 minutes to an hour with you brainstorming through that and creating a plan, an actual blueprint that can be implemented to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And people report that these are the most valuable couple of minutes they've ever spent in their life working on their business. And every single one of our multi-7 or 8-figure clients, this was the first step. You don't have to be a client. There's no pressure involved in this, okay? This is literally the first step in acknowledging that, you know, to get to point B and you're at point A, there might need to be some changes in the middle to actually get to that destination. We're gonna isolate those and tell you what they are. Sign up for this, show up, grab a notebook or something to take notes with. And my one piece of advice for you is be willing to go deep and talk about the things that you actually want to achieve, and we'll help you build a strategy for that. Again, my name is Taylor. I hope to see you real soon on the inside, and please take advantage of these calls.
Visit trafficandfunnels.com/book a call. That's trafficandfunnels.com/book a call.
Yo, what's up, crew? Taylor Welch here, and if you're a fan of this show and you want to get a little bit deeper in your commitment to your business and your growth and your revenue, head over to trafficandfunnels.com/subscribe. As a subscriber, you're going to get a free gift from us just to help you grow your business, and it's our way of saying thank you for joining the family. Our exclusive offers and deals usually show up to this subscriber community as well, so you'll get first dibs access on anything new, anything exciting, and most of the time that means profitability for you. Visit trafficandfunnels.com/subscribe. I'll see you on the inside, my friends.
There's also cycles, which there's a training you can go find, but whenever do you know the things that fill your batteries right now, that recharge you? Everybody knows that? When you're at the end of a cycle, you'll know it because those things no longer work. So when you're like, when I take a nice weekend or when Chris goes fishing or whatever, and it no longer fixes it, you're at the end of a cycle and you've got to take a vacation or a break. My cycle is like maybe 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Chris's last one was 2016, so he's very long. His cycle is like 4.5 years. But likely, you want to find that, and you'll see it in your happiness too. You remember we tracked that? Where it's like -2, -2, -2, and just like never getting out of it. You're at the end of a cycle, and then you need to take a 7-day vacation, get away, chill out, and that'll fix it.
Taylor, are you seeking out negative things to bring your rut faster?
No. I just I made it sound that way, sort of, didn't I? I do whatever I want in that morning. I don't. Some people, if you're very like logical thinker, you'll struggle with this because you're like, what am I supposed to do? And it's like that's the opposite of it, actually. So whatever you want to do is what you do within the laws of your city and everything, you know. So sales guys will be like, am I supposed to work out or am I not supposed to work out? And I'm like, the point of it is that you don't know. You just wake up and do whatever you want to do. So sometimes I work out on my lag days. Sometimes I don't. It's amazing. It's like pure freedom. I've found that your bookends are not always the best because you will rationalize not doing them. Because you're like, well, I've got the weekend tomorrow, so I'm just going to work through it, you know. Or Monday, you'll be like, well, I just had the weekend, so I'm not going to do it. So mine's like right in the middle of the week, and it's calendared.
Just going a little bit more into the energy cycles, have you ever run into a place where you feel like you don't want it, that you know you need the break, but you don't want to take the break because you haven't yet reached the goal you wanted to hit in that period? And like, I know logically it's like that doesn't make any sense because you're not going to hit it because you need that break. But have you ever faced that, and what did you do to shift that if you have?
I mean, I have a lot, yeah. But it's silly. It's like if you're on a road trip and you want to get there at a certain time, but you're running out of gas, and you're like rationalizing how you're not going to stop and get gas because you want to make it. It's kind of like, well, that's dumb. Intellectually, you should know that you're being dumb and force yourself to not be dumb, which is easier said than done. But it's the exact same. The analogy is perfect. It's the exact same thing. It's like I could either keep pushing for another 3 weeks, which is not going to happen. So basically, I never hit the goal, or I could take 2 days, 3 days, whatever, and regroup. So I think you just got to work that through mentally.
Yeah, it's part of why we used to schedule days off too every month, because we didn't have the discipline to do it, so we had to schedule it.
Thanks for listening. For more from Chris and Taylor, visit trafficandfunnels.com and get a free gift just for being a subscriber. That's trafficandfunnels.com.
Find out more about our free training today by clicking the link below.